Good morning. For some reason, I don't see it on YouTube. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it actually went visible this week. This is amazing. Close that. All right. How is everybody this morning? Yeah? Are we ready? I'm going to type a chat and see if anybody else can see it. Oh, that's on YouTube. That's cool. Apparently on Facebook, I have read-only access. Ooh, ow! I just stabbed myself with the pencil. Okay, here I am. A newly minted 40-year-old. Let's see if am I live in the group yet? Am I there? I am. Hello, good morning. It's funny, it says I have 2 comments in the group and I only see 1. Oh, hey, I see comments on YouTube. Good morning. This is so exciting. This is definitely like, I turned 40 and I'm turning over a new leaf. And my 12-year-old just texted me that it's the best day ever. I'm sure it's because she gets to see me live, right? No, probably not. All right, I'm pretty excited. Miriam, I see you on YouTube. Stefano, I see you too. Hello. All right. I'm cleaning my teeth. Sorry, that is really unprofessional of me. So for those of you that don't know, I celebrated a birthday. We had a huge sale, and we had some weird blips with the website, which I'm going to be spending this week tracking down. We're in the process of building a new website. I've paid somebody. I'm not doing this because this is way outside of my pay grade. But it's a process. It's like a 6-week long process, right? So we're getting there. One of the things that I've asked for is a better user interface in the back end so that, you can actually see what, as part of the better user interface, we're definitely going to have a plugin that says, hey, you've already bought this pattern, because that happens more often than I'd like to admit. But for some reason, people had this issue where the knot pattern was jumping into their cart, or it does save their cart. If you've put something in your cart in the past and then you've gone to check out later, it'll still be there, because as a mom of 6 and a horrible shopper, I find myself frequently putting something into a cart on random websites, whether it's Fabric or Amazon or wherever, and then leaving the tab open because I get interrupted, right? And so then the next time I come back and all of a sudden my thing is empty, it drives me nuts. Wawak does this to me. Their website sucks. Sorry, Wawak. And even when they updated it a few years ago, it's still, I don't think the same way they do. And so I find it really difficult to find things, and then when I finally find them, I get interrupted by the kids, or I fall asleep, and then all of a sudden I find myself coming back to it a couple hours later or a day later, and my cart is empty, and I just want to throw it out the window and not shop there anymore. So that's kind of a big thing for me. Anyway, we're paying a fortune. We're getting a brand new website. It's going to be awesome. It's really going to push the envelope, hopefully, of the mommy crafter blogosphere, because we're not all pastels and flowers. We're more the funny girl next door, if you didn't already catch that. See, Miriam, I'm with you. She says that I love that it saves my cart. Sometimes it's a week until I come back. 100%. That is definitely the case with me. All right, so this week, I have a couple things to talk about. I actually have company from Ottawa in town, and hopefully, I think eventually they're going to come to the door and all make faces at me, but they're being really good sports to let me get this posted, and my dog is now staring at me. Anyway, as you can see from what I'm wearing, I'm going to move my stool and try and stand up so I can show you. Some of you have already seen this. This is a pattern that I'm working on right now. I don't have bra cups sewn in or anything like that, because this was just a muslin, and I didn't want to, my bra cups are kind of expensive, and so I didn't want to put them into a muslin, even though I was really hoping this would be wearable, but frankly, it is what it is. I don't really care if it has bra cups or not. Partly because of the pattern, I'm not worried about showing more than I care to show. Anyway, if you can see, this has a really fun lace-up back, and I didn't have anybody help me tie it this morning. I was kind of on my own and rushing. And it's going to have options for a sports bra, or not a sports bra, a bikini top, a tank, and a dress, because if you know me at all, you know I love summer dresses. One thing that's been a challenge about this, I have 6 kids, as you know, and I don't like skin-tight clothing. It's just not comfortable. Excuse me while I pull my pants up. And so I wanted a little bit looser tank. So if I'm wearing this in the water, here, I'm going to move the camera down because I realize you can't see it. It's looser at the bottom, right? And like, you know, I probably have, whatever, 1.5 inches of these or so. This is more comfortable for me as a daily wear. Plus, it's 100 degrees here in the summer, and so this is going to be much cooler than anything like skin tight. But for a tankini, you're going to want a band at the bottom. So we are going to include that. But in my personal opinion, it's always easier to take this in as tight as you want to go than it is to redraft it wider, right? And so I'm going to leave this one loose. I'm just warning you now. This part was a real challenge for construction for me. I keep telling myself I'm going to do easier patterns, but then I find something I love like this, and I have to have it. And so, there you go. I'm going to sit back down so I don't want to... Alright, I'm back. So I love this. I love that it's high. I'll post a picture with this one in just a minute. But the one that I wore to Miami had a kind of open keyhole here. Nothing crazy, but a little bit nicer in case you just want to break this up. I like having both, so I'm definitely going to include that. And in fact, I have to make a note for myself because I think I forgot it on the pattern pieces. My friend's waving at me through the window. Okay, so Tasha's been hard at work on the men's raglan. And one thing that's really exciting about it is that it went super smoothly. And I'm so excited for her because it looks amazing. So now we're going to have the men's, women's, and kids' raglans. And they're all going to have the very cool 4-piece hood where it's like the stripe down the front and then the sides and then the fabric here. And so the lines from the raglan that are very similar to this are going to continue into the hood. This makes it super fun for any sort of color blocking or if you want to use a panel on the front. It adds a little bit of character. Something I kind of crave in my current life. Not like character, I'm a good citizen, but like character, like something a little bit different than mainstream, something a little bit funky, something a little bit 5 out of 4. So it has been really popular with the Nancy raglan, and so I'm really excited about having it on both the kids and men's as well. That pattern, the final pictures are due today, which is just how life works sometimes. So, and, you know, it was my birthday over the weekend, and I was out of town, and on top of that, I have company in town, and my husband's in Barcelona, so it's like a crazy week, but we're still going to be trying to get that on the market and published later this week. It shouldn't be too difficult, but I always tell myself that, and then I'm up until 2 a.m. every time we release a pattern. And you can imagine how friendly I am the next day when I'm up until 2 a.m. I'm super friendly. There's not enough coffee in the world for that scenario. So just to reiterate, this tank, which I haven't really named yet, I've been calling it Miami so it stays straight in my head because my 10-year-old wanted matching bathing suits when we went on her trip to Miami back in the fall. And that's how I remember which bathing suit. I really love bathing suits and I want to do a lot of them. I just need boarding school or a nanny or less kids or no sleep. Anyway, all of the above. But hopefully this is going into testing this week because my goal is to get it out before spring break here in the States. The hard part of that is the kids isn't ready. The girls' version is not ready because of life and my priorities. But I still think it's important. Like, I still really want to get the women's out, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. One thing that happened just in time for my birthday, I think you guys will enjoy this. I have twin 6-year-olds, and they're in kindergarten. and we had a mommy coffee. And so Kate, this is my sister, is also a preschool teacher, and I hope she sees this because she's going to love this. So this one with the fangs was Sydney, and this one was Madeline, and they've both been trained very well to know that Mommy has red hair because Mommy used to have super red hair. Not so much anymore. But I love these things so much. Like preschool teachers of the world, thank you for doing stuff like this because it's filled with like, Mom, thank you for loving me. Thank you for sewing me pants. Oh my gosh, it just makes me laugh and laugh. Like, my mom is special because she sews. And I know how to ride a bike. My mom forgives me when I scream. I do. True story. I mean, I just, like, these things always crack me up because they're like, she's 80 years old and she weighs 60 pounds. Or she's 7'3" and she weighs 200 pounds or whatever. Like, it's just the most funny thing. Like, for some reason, here's some things that I learned from my mom. How to make sounds. Like, I wondered if that was like a or like her vowel sounds. It was really kind of confusing, that one. But, Sydney told me that when she grows up, she's going to buy me a pattern. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. And one person, one of the twins put, my mom likes to wear sweaters, and the other one put, my mom likes to wear sweats. So they know me very well. Oh, and they also threw me under the bus because they said, I don't like to shop. I don't. And that's fine. But I also don't like to, it said my mom does not like to clean or do the dishes. It's totally true. So they know me very well, which made me very happy, but I'm always a little embarrassed in front of their teachers. One thing about the kids' drawings, they literally, like, I mean, it's like the piggy nose, the vampire teeth, and I don't know if I can make that face, but I'm going to frame it and put it next to my bed so I see it when I wake up in the morning. Okay, moving right on. Rochelle has been hard at work this week and the week before and probably the week before that, working on kind of a secret pattern for girls. I think I'm allowed to say that much. I might get in trouble. I don't know. I'm a rebel. And it is for a So Fab bundle that's going to be released April 5th through the 15th. And we're like pretty excited about this because I've never taken part in a bundle sale before. If you're not familiar with what a bundle is, it's like one design from 6 to 8 designers. I don't actually know how many is involved. I think it's somewhere in that range. So we each, a bunch of people apply to be a part of the bundle, and then you show them an idea of what you're thinking about doing for the bundle. And this one was open to women's or kids, I think. I don't know. I just wanted to do a kids pattern. And so we applied. We were picked. Yay! And it's going to be available. And so basically what it is you buy a bundle of patterns for probably 50% off each pattern or something ridiculous. Super cheap. And you get a big range. And it's fun. It's different companies than I'm used to working with. And it's a different group of women. And so it's really nice to be a part of something bigger than just 5 out of 4. It opens up a whole new market for us as far as people's eyes on 5 out of 4 because we're not really known for our kids' patterns, right? It's something that we've just started going into, especially with babies. And so this one does involve babies like 0 to 3 months through 14, which is really exciting. So be on the lookout for that. It's not going to be available for a while, which is a little difficult because that's taken up Rochelle's 3 weeks here instead of a current pattern she's been working on this one. But that's okay. It'll all pay off in the end. And April 5th is when that's going to go on sale. So we're really excited. It'll go on sale. I'll give you a hint. Are you ready? Just in time for Easter. Okay. Other than that, we have, Rochelle has also, Rochelle, you're a lifesaver, has been working on cut files for St. Patrick's Day. One of them, I didn't take a picture. My mom requested one for her best friend because she's going to see her today. And it said I put the she in shenanigans. And her best friend's birthday is the day after St. Patrick's Day, so we didn't want a St. Patrick's Day theme. So I actually took off the shamrocks and put like daisies on there, which is pretty easy for me to do. But it's really cute and really funny. And Rochelle says she's going to get those up later today. So we're pretty excited about those. Those are always like fun because all of a sudden they show up on Pinterest, or like I haven't seen one around town yet, but hopefully eventually maybe I'll run into somebody and be like, maybe not, you know, who knows. One time, maybe my second year of business, I was dropping my daughter off at the rec center here for gymnastics, and I saw a woman wearing what I thought was an agility, and let's just say that it led to a very awkward, you know, hey, what are you wearing? Like, I totally made a jerk of myself situation. But it was fun. I'm sure that I feel loved. So that is, wow, this was a really quick video. And I apologize, but like, sometimes when we have, you know, things going on in the background and life going on in the foreground, such as me focusing on my birthday, we don't always have pattern releases every week. And so unless I have, you know, a certain notion I want to talk about, I'm like looking around my desk trying to come up with anything. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of struggling for what to talk about during these Tipsy Tuesday videos. Like, I love doing them and I love giving you updates. But like, if there are any questions you want answered or any information you want, one thing I'm going to share with you because I'm pretty pumped about it. I actually paid for headshots, like real professional headshots. So we sell patterns on a couple of other websites, such as Thread Theory and Maternity Sewing, and a couple that have gone out of business. And I'm perpetually being asked for a headshot. Even when I did the podcast for a while ago, I needed a headshot and I didn't have one. And so when the SoFab bundle came up and they're asking for headshots, I finally made it happen. And I'm really thankful for my photographer because she happens to go to the same preschool that my family goes to. And she said, meet me after drop off. I'm going to do it right then. And man, she like knows me because if I make a plan for a week from now and it's even for dinner or like to go out after dark or whatever, or like pictures, because we haven't had family pictures in forever, I will cancel because I get stressed or life gets in the way or whatever. But all I had to do was, you know, brush my hair and put on a 5 out of 4 shirt. And I put on my favorite one with the turquoise striped sleeves and show up. And I had to take my coat off in 30-degree weather, but it was awesome. And I was super excited because she made it happen and then she quickly turned around. And I'll actually post those in the 5 out of 4 group today with a link to her website because she's super cool. And if you're in the Atlanta area, then you should look her up. But I'm looking at, let me click over, make sure I'm not, oh my gosh, thank you, Laura. So I was just about to sign off, and I got an all caps note from Laura. So thank you. Okay, so my teaser photo for today's live video, Tipsy Tuesday video, was me coming out of the water in a bikini, and I looked horrified and a little ticked off, frankly. Because while I was at the lake this weekend, my kids peer pressured me, and it was not a good lesson in how to avoid peer pressure. But it was a good lesson in how to succumb to peer pressure when it's really something fun, but you just don't want to do it. I'm going with that for a parenting moment. Anyway, they talked me into doing a polar bear plunge, but we're in North Carolina and it's not freezing, so we renamed it a black bear plunge. I am a little bony, and I really, really, really hate being cold and wet. And so this was a huge deal for me. And so if you check out my blog post from yesterday, I was part of the Raspberry Creek Fabrics swim tour. They just released their swim fabrics for this season, and they're super cute. One of them is my favorite color, which is orange, and it's super hard to find, and I loved it. And so as soon as I saw the orange, I had to pounce on that. And I made the Escapade bikini top because I love that you're not going to get uniboob with the Escapade. It's super feminine. It's got a tie ruching, and sometimes like I want the sporty if I'm going to, I don't know, be playing beach volleyball, which I don't because that sounds like it chafes. But sometimes I want sporty and sometimes I want to feel a little bit more feminine. And this was one of those times. It was my 40th birthday, so I wanted to go with the girly look. And then I made the ultimate bikini bottoms, and I did orange on one side and the navy floral on the other. And so I will give you a hint. There's a blog tour all week. There are sales at multiple companies for swim patterns, including our own. So I will link to the blog post in the show notes. I'm making a note for myself because I forget. And you can get a sales code for all swim patterns, including some that are just used to swim occasionally. And that's good through Friday. And then if you follow the Raspberry Creek Instagram page, we're actually going to be giving away a gift card at the end of the blog tour. So keep a lookout for that. All right. Hopefully, I'm glad Laura reminded me of that. Thank you very much, Laura. I really appreciate it. As always, we are now on YouTube and Facebook. So if you are following us on YouTube, if you could give us a thumbs up, because YouTube is all about numbers. And so the more people who like our video and subscribe to our channel, the more people who will see it, because they'll go, wait, this video doesn't stink. This video is awesome. Let's show it to more people, because I don't know about your kids, but my kids love to just like stream YouTube and I don't like it. But that's a whole different parenting question. But apparently it's like the hot thing to do right now. And so if you're watching us over on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment. We'll try and comment back. And let me know some ideas of what I should talk about in the future. That would be lovely. Definitely check out the Raspberry Creek swim fabrics, because they're super cute and they come in a variety of coordinating colors. And yeah, keep a lookout for the St. Patrick's Day cut files, because they will be up today. Yay! All right, that is all I have for today. I hope that you and yours are healthy. And yeah, as always, thank you for being a part of our community. Talk to you soon.